Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
And that's why she has like anger and then like doesn't want him around, but then also feels the grieving of him. There's like a lot of things. So the broken heart and how she got breast cancer is like pain in her heart from her husband's betrayal.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why she had breast cancer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Any other questions?
So I have three other siblings. They're younger. Because I'm the youngest one, that means he was really busy. Like because I
By
was
the way, it's not step, it's half.
half. Yeah. Yeah.
It's your father.
Yeah. Just by
Share
far.
the same father.
Okay. So you think?
It's not of your highest service to actually find them or get
Okay.
to know them.
So what would my mom? You think I could find good care worker to help me take care of her?
Yes.
Okay, good. And yeah, thank you so much. I really appreciate you helping her heal. It's like she didn't experience any pain. I'll find out Thursday whether they need any additional treatment because look like she.
Let me feel for Thursday. So remember when we had a session together, Thomas? I said that they may suggest additional treatment just to be safe.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Right? So it's still consistent.
Uh-huh.
And so give me a moment. It's still consistent. The doctors are going to suggest her additional treatment. And I already shared with you that the additional treatment for how old she is right now may take a very big toll on her physical body.
Mm-hmm.
So it depends on whether you all want her to go through that and the quality of life.
Yeah.
Makes sense?
Yeah.
Because I also shared with you and Helen directly while you were in Oregon and you visited that she has live up to 90 or longer, but if she does a treatment, it may take a big toll on her. Make sense?
Yeah.
So that's the reason why Total Comes like, do we have an ability, what's the highest pathway for her to do the treatment or not treatment? The highest pathway for her not to suffer or feel weak towards the end of her transition is to not do the treatment.
Oh, okay.
I'm not a doctor. I'm just channeling.
Okay.
And it's consistent with what I've channeled before.
Okay, yeah.
So that's the reason why I kind of offered, if you wanted to do energy work.
Yeah. So you recommend energy work for her? Okay. What is energy work? I don't understand.
What I do.
Okay.
You know how I move non-physical energy and I can take density out of people? 12th dimensional counts of light. Hi. Would I have the ability to take a lot of this energy from? Yeah, because a lot of it's emotions that she's trapped that's impacting and manifesting in her physical pain in her body.
Yeah.
So that is easier than, for me, let's say I still have a brain tumor left in my head. I'm gonna meditate this one out.
Yeah.
It's difficult, but I'm gonna take it out through meditation and changing my frequency.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So, but I do have the ability to help change.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's that.
Yeah, thank you so much. So Thursday I'm just praying that that the cancer's outside her body, so you don't have to anymore.
Let me feel. Cancer's outside of her body, but they're still going to suggest treatment.
Oh, okay.
As a precautionary measure.
Okay.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Appreciate your help. Thank you.
Of course, Thomas.
Take care. So much. Thank you.
Bye. Close the camera, and I'm going to mute you. Let me see. Nee or David? Nee, you're next. And then David, you're after her. And then we shall be complete. You want to unmute yourself?
Oh, me. Okay. How do I unmute?
Yes.
Hi, can you hear me now?
Okay.
Yes.
Hi, Paradise. Yes. This is new to me. I never had this experience before. I was invited by Thomas because he never seen me so much, in pain and suffering. I never had this experience, and it's hard to move forward. He said that maybe you can, help me. I'm here to mainly listen and learn because I never experienced this recent loss, in my life before. And I think he mentioned, I recently lost my aunt, and it's just really hard to process that. And I feel so much grief and anger, every emotion you can imagine combined. It's so hard to move forward. Yeah, it's like I can't even work out. That's how bad it is. Before I enjoy it. Now it's even difficult to even do that. So the mental suffering leads to physical suffering. So Thomas is concerned, and he invited me here, and I'm just open to learn. Basically.
Yeah. Me, it's amazing that you came here, especially because the way that I channel, the way that I work is very far out. So I feel, I really feel you. Stand by, okay? Permission to come more into your emotional body?
Of course.
Okay, thank you. And I'm very emotive. And so, as you've probably seen with me, with everybody else, right? So I'm going to enter the physical, emotional bodies and feel where the pain is, okay? Oh, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. It's your entire physical body. You were very close to your aunt?
Yes, very much.
Okay. Hi. Hey, Nee. Would you be open for me to channel your aunt right now?
Yes, please.
Yeah, because I feel like closure is really important for you. Okay, she's coming in. Stand by. But before, she's right here. 1 second. Before I do that, I just want to look at you a little bit more. Why do you have, in the mind, why do you have, it's like this. You're like overthinking. And there's confusion or just overthinking. Like, you also have, on a side note, really high expectations of yourself. Like, you're really hard on yourself.
Yeah. I am.
Really hard. You add on layers. Like, so not only do you have an experience, but you're hard on yourself for having that experience. Does that make sense? You're also very logical. Like, a lot in the mind. Thomas, would you be open to closing your camera so that we can just focus on me? Thank you.
Sure.
Great. So just shutting off your camera, Thomas. Okay. Thank you. All right, thank you. Because I can feel energies, and I just want to focus on unique me. So me, lots of expectations. Do you feel like you could have done more?
Absolutely.
That's why.
Yeah, it's all could have, should have, but didn't. I missed a sign, and I feel like her losses because I didn't do my best, and it hurts.
No. So
I mean, like the last half hour was her. How could I miss a sign? Like I didn't understand what shortness of breath at that time means, and I had a regret of not calling 911 sooner, and so it just got keep replaying in my mind.
Okay, so we're gonna do some real stuff right now. I'm gonna get a meditation pose for you. Okay, are you ready for it, Nee? Okay, so first and foremost, and please let me know if you don't understand, okay? And then I'll bring in your aunt and I'll channel her, okay? But at first, I need to work with you before I bring her in. Okay? She's already here. She's actually next to me, not you. Typically, sometimes it's vice versa, but she's next to me because she's wanting to talk. So with you, though, I need you to understand that the way souls work, so we're a soul. We're not the human body. We're not the mind. We're not the emotions. And we're not the personality. Are you aware of that? Okay. Take a moment. I want you to breathe into your nose, and I want you to exhale through your nose. And if it feels like you feel like hypertension, you're doing shortness of breath, the breath is very slow out through your nose. So I want you to continue to breathe as I'm sharing stuff with you, okay? And if it feels a lot, you can breathe out through your mouth. And O-shaped mouth, cooling breath. The cooling breath is on the top of your palate, and that helps the meridians that touch the brain, especially your brain because it's very overactive. Yeah. Also, there's so many things to me. Am I pronouncing that correctly or no?
He's right.
Okay, great.
Correct.
You take on a lot of responsibility. You take on way too much responsibility for lots of things. You've done this all your life. That's a true story. And very, very hard on yourself. I already said that. Expectations of that you could be better. Period. Always. Not allowing yourself to actually see who you really are and what a significant impact you are on people's lives. I don't think you really see yourself and your value. Because you're so much of, I just need to get things done for the family and wherever else you work. Yeah.
Yeah.
So now, so the soul. Now I'm going to talk about the soul for a minute. Can you tell me the name of your aunt?
I call her Nancy.
How do you spell it?
Ninsi.
Got it. I'm going to tune into her soul, okay? Hi. Oh. She's quite quiet with me. And sometimes I see souls at different ages, depending on how they want to be seen. She's older. She looks like how she looks like when she passed. Hi, Nisi. Well, she's already talking. And then Akashic. So are you familiar with what Akashic means? You said that things are really new for you. So Akashic is basically a collective. Humanity is a collective. Just to say, they're just beings who just know where all souls are created and help souls transition. So I'm going to get too much into teacher mode. I'm going to sans this. At another time, I can tell you more about how souls work. And when people pass on, sometimes they stay on Earth or they transition to Akashic and get redirected to different galaxies and universes. Yeah? I know it's a lot. It's kind of out there. But let me see where she is. She's still in the fourth. She's still on Earth. Her soul is. She's concerned for you, and then I don't know if you have other family members.
Live with me?
Yeah, you have siblings. She was your aunt, but did she have children? No?
No, she never married.
No, she doesn't
Single.
have children. But do you have other siblings?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Sister.
Yeah. But she's mainly concerned about you.
Yeah, I'm the closest with her.
Yeah, you two. And then I'm looking at the soul relationship. Interesting enough, so how humans can incarnate. Sometimes in one lifetime, it can be aunt and niece, or it could be sisters, or it could be mother and daughter. You were sisters, mother and daughter, but in this other lifetime, you were her mother, and she was more like your daughter, which is very interesting. You really like to take care of her. Do you feel like
this?
Yeah, that you feel this pull of like you need to take care of her because of the soul connection that even as a previous lifetime being her mother, and even as a sister, you were her older sister. Even if she's your aunt, you're still older than her in a way. Does the energy of it, does that make sense? And so there's this feeling of not only who you are or your human conditioning of taking on a lot of responsibility, but it's also your soul connection. And so she just wants you to let you know. So Akashic, kindly come in. So, Ni, no matter what you would have done, whether it would have been 30 minutes at the time and it would have caught whatever sign, I really want you to hear this. Was there a time to go? You're not a factor. The divine chooses. The divine, it's there's divine order. And it's her time to go. And it's okay, she's at peace. She's more worried about you. And she says, she's very quiet with me. I'm very foreign to her. But she's here and she's talking to me. She says she loves you and she knows that you love her. And she says that you know you did your best. when I channel, it's through my words. It's not through hers. So it's through my personality, my words, okay? But it's her. She says, let me hear, clear audience, increase. Hi. She says she misses you. And she doesn't like to see you crying so much. And she doesn't like to see you like this stuck and blaming yourself, because you're not to blame. And the higher beings, right, the divine, there's always divine order. Ni, you're in a soul group. So soul group meaning you grow together and you live together and incarnate, whether it's on earth or different places. You're with her. You're always with her. And let me see. Akasha, can we see, is she going to stay on earth through Ni's? She's going to go back. She's going to go to Akashic, meaning where souls go after they pass on. But she doesn't want to leave until she knows that you're okay.
Oh.
At Akashic, there's peace.
So you're saying like I have to be at peace before she can be at peace?
She doesn't want to leave you until she sees that you're. So there's a grieving process. It happened very recently, or relatively recently. Yeah. It's been. Has it been months or
just 3 months?
Yeah, it's been
close to 3 months. Yeah.
It's
not too long ago.
And it's also very shocking, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't expect this to happen. I don't see it coming. That's why I don't.
Yeah, but it was her time, and then she had a full agreement, and it's okay. Just understand that there's a lot of disruption happening on Earth right now, and she loves you. That's all she says. She loves you, and not to be in pain. She says she's always with you, and you can always, I say call upon her, but that's not necessarily okay, now she's with you.
So you're saying she's not at a better place because of me? Because I am feeling stuck. I never feel so stuck ever in my life. Before I can move forward. I can overcome obstacle, but this is so different. So if I'm stuck, she's stuck too, and she won't be at a better place.
No, yes, I don't want you to internalize this. Didn't mean to do that. Didn't mean to do that. Didn't mean to do that. She loves you and cares for you, and so sometimes a lot of souls who have transitioned like to stick around just because they care for their children or their family. There's many souls that do that. So she's not stuck. She just loves you. Me, I would really suggest, and this is not the purpose of doing these Q&As, I would really suggest us doing a session together so we can get you unstuck.
Okay.
Yeah, and Ashley, that's right. Yeah, that's great. Thank you, Ashley. It's to get out of your mind. So Ashley is a creative, and how to use creativity as a form, or movement is also creativity, right? But because you're so in your mind, and there's a lot of pain bodies in your second energy center, that's your dantian, that's below your belly button, and your third energy center, which is your power center, and then your heart because of the grieving, but there's just too much here, right? So I highly suggest that we do a session so that we can move through something. Yeah?
Okay.
Yeah? Do you have my information?
Yes, I do.
I say that, sweetie, listen, I would not do this unless, truly, I'm a busy lady. But this is very necessary, and then we can actually deep dive and really help you out, okay?
Okay.
Yeah? May I give you a hug? It's gonna be okay. It's shocking, and it was 3 months ago. Release the layer of that it was your fault. It's not your fault. It's divine order, as shocking as it is, okay? There was nothing that you could have done. Even if it was 30 minutes earlier, there was nothing that you could have done because it would have happened anyway. Does that make sense?
Okay.
I know. Yeah. Okay, let's schedule a session. Okay.
Thank you, Paradise.
Big hugs. Okay, and so we have David coming up. Go ahead and mute you, me, and your camera.
Yes.
David, could you unmute? And if you'd like to show yourself, you're welcome. If you don't want to, that's okay too. And we're running into 3:25, so if you all want to stay, you're welcome to stay. If you want to check out, you can check out as well. Yeah, but I'm just here. David!
Hello. Hi, Paradise. Hi.
I love seeing your energy. Oh, I also see lots of things. Hello. Whew. So, welcome to this pop-up Q&A. Do you have a question?
Well, I have a lot of things happening in my life. I have some physical things that have manifested recently that I'm kind of praying that will be okay, but mostly kind of what bothers me the most in my life is topics of kind of spirits that interfere with my way of thinking.